Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Week 4 of the Friday Football Frenzy on a Saturday morning. I'm Stan Pamphilus, along with Luke Notstein. And Luke, the big story last night, not only the games, but the weather.
Yeah, we got soaked.
Yeah.
Teams were bracing for heavy rains, but at Asheville High, the Cougars had to brace for a powerful team from Tennessee. I'm talking about Knoxville West, visiting Memorial Stadium last night. They're the top-ranked 5A team in the Volunteer State. Pick it up in the first quarter. No score, Tevin Salters to Javay Jones. The former Reynolds back makes a nice spin move and picks up a first down for the Cougars. But that first drive would stall. Fans having fun before it started raining. Later in the first quarter, Rebels quarterback Seth Marshall connects with Nathan Cottrell, who looks like he would be stopped, but he's not. He makes a couple of nice moves. And this kid could go, breaking free down the sideline until Asheville's Saquon Bethea strips loose the football. It's a fumble. The Cougars' Jose Daniels scoops it up, so Asheville has the ball. He fumbles it too. And the Rebels recover the football deep in Asheville territory on the 15-yard line. So later in the same drive, Knoxville's Seth Marshall, as the rains come out, keeps it himself, dives across the goal line as the Rebels go on top, 7-0. Let's fast forward to the second quarter now. Tevin Salters pitches the ball to Javay Jones, and then Jones, looking like a quarterback, heaving a perfect spiral down the field to Cameron Ray, who makes a great catch, 50-yard gain, and the Cougars are in business. Look at Ray, the celebration, getting up, looking like Stan Pamphilus
Exactly.
after the show. A couple of plays later, Cameron Ray is rewarded, finding the end zone. He fumbled, but he was already in, crossed the goal line, so that's a touchdown. Ties it up 7-7, but Knoxville West would go on to beat Asheville last night. Your final score, 34-14.
Two unbeatens, Franklin at Swain. Panthers fired up. They lead 24-zip at the half. Here comes Swain. Kobe Stephenson hands off to Taylor Oros. Watch him go outside. Almost breaks this. 60-yard TD run, and that'll set up the Maroon Devils as they try to make a comeback. Give it to Spencer McCoy. The tough back powers in, and it's 24-6. Franklin's stop the two-point conversion. Later in the fourth, Stephenson, watch this, goes deep to Christian Norton, and watch Norton. He grabs the ball, also almost loses his shoulder.
Great catch.
Great defensive play as well, but the catch was made. Nice move there. Stephenson gets the team rolling. They try to take it in, but check out Jeremiah Young. The All-State performer shows why he is terrific. He was our player of the week last week. But they decide this time, instead of going inside, let's go outside. Stephenson to Brody Sitton. He gets in for the touchdown, 24-12. But then Franklin stops a two-point conversion. Franklin wins 24-12. They go to 3-0. Maroon Devils, their first loss. Now to Silver Smoky Mountain. They get Mountain Power Murphy. The weather was big. Look at this. Jeb Spear of Smoky can't handle that ball. It's a sloppy night. 7-0 Murphy. Now this time Spear, throughout the break and the action there, we had trouble sending stuff sometimes because of the bad weather. But Spear makes a nice run. Goes about 40 yards, but the drive stalls. So now it's Murphy's turn, and Dalton Kemp gets a snap, and he's sacked, and he can't hold on to the ball. David Gentry not too happy about all that's going on out there. It's wet, and it causes problems, no doubt about it. Spear again, this time fumbles it one more time. Hard to control that football. This time, Kent will control it, and he'll make a play. Bryce claps out a big game, nice pass. That sets up Murphy. They go ahead to score to make it 14-0. Murphy storms by Smoky Mountain, 28-0. The Mitchell fans and players wanting some payback. They were excited, and they got on the board early. Ben Young does the honors, as he'll get the sweep call, goes outside, rambles down the sidelines. He goes 26 yards, and he'll score 7-0. Titans hanging tough, though. Gavin Malone, who does a bit of everything for McDowell, up the middle. Watch him make a nice cut. He almost breaks this thing, sort of slips, but still a nice 30-yard gain. But the drive will stall a few plays later. Malone has the ball stripped by Will Atkins. Dustin Hoyle recovers. That ends that drive. Mountaineers then march down the field, and they give the ball to Peyton Green. Peyton Green, they say, you're going to take it? And he says, okay, give me a seam and I'll take it. He scores 14-0. McDowell rallies to send the game to overtime, but Mitchell wins in overtime 28-20. They're now 4-0. Now to Spruce Pine, Rosman at Mountain Heritage. Joey Robinson likes what he sees. His son, Trey Robinson, freshman quarterback, terrific. Has to love this. To E.J. Ochoa, 21-yard pickup. Next play, they go to the ground game. Britt Burleson goes for 16 yards right up the middle. Nobody's going to touch him. 6 points, 35-6 Cougars. Then the rains came, and they came, and they came. Rosman trying to move the ball on fourth down, but hard to catch that ball as we've seen all night. That kills that drive. Joey Brown then gets the call for Mountain Heritage. Right up the middle in the puddles. He splashes up and down the field. 64 yards. I think he runs out of gas or almost floods. I don't know which. 64-yard game. These girls, I don't know if they're happy or miserable. Who knows? But it sets up Dalton Cannon right up the middle. 22-yard touchdown run, 41-6. Mountain Heritage wins this one 41-12.
All right, North Buncombe looking for its best start to a season since 1995. They're 3-0, but they were trailing 35-0 at the end of the second quarter. Third quarter, Chase Parker to Trent Bowman. Corner of the end zone, North Buncombe gets on the scoreboard, but they're still trailing 35-7. Then the storm hits and people have to go to the safety of their cars, so we pick it up later in the game. The Blackhawks start to rally again. Chase Parker buys some time, rolls to his left, and fires downfield for Jake Riddle.
Whoa.
Great catch and throw, huge gain down to the 10-yard line. So on the very next play, North Buncombe is going to do what they've been doing all season long. Hand the ball off to Bryce Myers, who goes right up the middle for the easy touchdown, and that makes it 35-14. A few push-ups there. Then on the ensuing drive, Cody Jackson gets the ball, picks up a 40-yard gain, makes a move there, gets towards the far sideline, but he coughs up the football. North Buncombe recovers. However, West Henderson would hold off to the furious North Buncombe rally, winning 35-28. All right, let's go to Madison, where the Patriots try to give Irwin its first loss of the season. First quarter, Irwin quarterback Damian Ferguson finds Chavis Williams across the middle, breaks a tackle right there, and Chavis Williams is gone. 80 yards to the house as the Warriors jump out to a 7-0 lead. A little bit later in the first quarter, Irwin is going to keep on the offensive pressure. Keal Talbert finds some space there on the far sideline, takes advantage, making some nice moves and picking up 40 yards all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Still in the first quarter, Irwin keeping it going. Isaiah Poore goes right up the middle for a touchdown. There he is, and it makes it 14-0 Irwin. And they were still going. A few minutes later, Ferguson, we saw this earlier in the game, and we're going to see it again. Way downfield for his favorite target, Chavis Williams again. Irwin improves to 4-0. They win 55-6.
All right, now the scores from Thursday. Rabun Gap beats Cherokee 41-26, but big night Brandon Buchanan threw for 290 for Cherokee, 2 touchdowns with 3 picks. Asheville School stays perfect with an easy win.
Christ School all over visiting Forsyth Day. Robertson wins 6-2. That game was called at half because of lightning and rain. Cooper Graham had 2 field goals.
Hendersonville wins big at North Henderson. Pisgah victory at Hayesville.
Polk an easy win. Reynolds trailed 14-7 into third at South Caldwell when rains and lightning came. That game suspended. They'll play the second half later tonight at 7 o'clock.
And West Caldwell all over Inca. Andrews loses to Union County. And bad news for the Asheville Tourists last night. They had a 3-0 lead, home runs by Dahl and Patterson at Hagerstown, but the Suns rally. They win it 6-3. So now the series tied at 2. That means decisive game 5 tonight in Hagerstown.
That should be exciting.
Whoever wins takes the title.
Winner takes all, and that's really what you kind of hope for as a fan.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Great games last night.
It was fun.
A little bit of rain.
Getting ready for week 5, and hopefully it'll be dry for you guys.
That's
with this
right.
knee injury, I've been on the shelf, but I was cheering you on.
Yeah. And don't forget, top 5 plays Sunday night, 11 o'clock. Andy Coates doing a great job.
Great job. That's our sports for this morning. I hope you have a great and dry weekend ahead.
Good morning, everybody.